Morning. We're on the 10th already. Astro DJ's giving me a weird one. I know it because I do like it, but it's weird. It's Bjork, and she's been mentioned in a few reads, to be honest. You know, in the Astro DJ, she's come up a few times. So Bjork, and Oh So Quiet. But then it isn't quiet, is it? She goes mad and then she's quiet again. So maybe your life is a bit of a merry-go-round where you've got peace and quiet like me this morning before it all starts to happen. You might be in the eye of the storm. I'm going to go to the home today and put my mum's tree up. So she's got a Christmas tree to look at. So today's the day of the web weavers, isn't it? Fate, the wheel of fate. It keeps turning. And when you're on the top of the wheel, it's all brilliant. You've got to remember that that wheel keeps turning. So you've got to make, what's the word? You've got to make allowances for when the wheel turns in the other way, so that you even it out, keep the balance. Because we all have our ups and downs, roller coasters, don't we? Smack bang in the middle, so midday may be important. This is when we're at the bottom of the wheel. So it's neutral in that it's today's card, so it's not really important, it's just a significator. However, because it's in the reverse, we do know that the things are turning for the worse. Could be slightly, could be a lot. Some people will become single. But it is not a bad thing because it's in the upright, it's independence, it's financial and emotional independence, whether you're single or not. 9 years. We also have the year of the rabbit and the first of the month mentioned. But it's financial and emotional independence. Confusion, but with dreams. Some will be living in a dream world. But dream big if you're going to dream, because Spirit is saying the foundations are strong for a new business. If you've been in university and been studying, that will pay off. Something is going to pay off within 3 years. The rose is there. And then we have the passing, the betrayal. So, it looks like somebody's going to have to stand on their own 2 feet. There's no point in trying to control this or holding on too tightly to situations, people, money especially, because that's greed. You can only control yourself. You should not want to control anyone else. It's what you resist persists. So the more you hold on to something, hang on to it for grim death, the more likely things are going to get worse. There's unfinished business here. There's somebody that acted in haste and now is repenting at leisure. Sticking their head in the sand. Those born in the year of the horse, fire sign energy, and it's a Sagittarius cusper or Sagittarius. So early Sagittarius is Scorpio, late Sagittarius is Capricorn, and Sagittarius is universities. Again, I'm getting for at least a couple of years study. So you've got to finish this course, whatever it is. But there's lies, deceit and theft. The betrayal, possibly. A lot of confusion. Lack of success. So maybe somebody yeah, we'll leave it there. I'm not going to go too far into it because it will narrow down the message for everybody, and I don't want to do that because it's not a personal read. So there's a lot of confusion. There's lack of clarity. People aren't doing what they say they're doing. Unfinished business. Denial. And yet there is a strong root here. A strong foundation. Maybe the betrayal goes deep. Yeah, somebody is searching for love. It could be a water sign child, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But searching themselves maybe. Coming ready or not. That's what Spirit says. It's the time to fly card. So you reap what you sow. These pentacles are escaping fast. We've gone from a 9, to a 7, to a 3. It's time's running out, or money's running out. It's time to do it now or never. Don't keep looking at things in a negative way. Don't wait for others to help you fill your own cup. We've got justice here, court cases, conflict, possible even arguments on the steps of the courthouse. This is Libra energy. It's usually a different number. It's 8 or 26 this time, so it's a different deck. The doors are closed to justice, so you've got to fight for it. Libra energy. And a lot of money at stake. This is someone who's self-made, a success, or will be within 3 years. Capricorn energy. Capricorn cusper of any gender. So early Capricorn is Sagittarius, late Capricorn is Aquarius. It's a happy retirement, a good businessman, somebody who's put the foundations in. So if you've got a bit put by a nest egg, you should be okay. Mother energy on the passing, and yet there's growth. So without pain, there's no gain. We need to put an end to this pain, physical and emotional. Pregnancy, perhaps mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. It's about growth. It's about you growing as a soul. the number 3 or 30, and it's connected to the military, which he well could be, or someone in uniform. May the 31st, November the 11th. Oh, and we got Mum and Dad together. So if you've got Mum and Dad in spirit, they're here to say hello, Merry Christmas. It means as you grow, you will be successful. It keeps saying about success, but searching for love. Financially stable, but searching for love. Mum and Dad. This is government officials, bosses, father figures, partners. It's about your self-esteem and how you present yourself to the world. Make sure you're looking good, feeling good, getting up, getting shaved, whatever you do, making your bed. Any little thing that you do is an achievement. Don't put yourself down. Don't start looking at yourself as if you're not worthless, because you're not. After this betrayal or this passing. If somebody's been lying, deliberately blocking your path, the 19 is negative energy. So we've got 4 and 31, positive, 19, negative. Confusing you deliberately to block your path. Delays in travel. But it will happen, because we've got the 22 there. And what did I say? Spirit is saying, ready or not, they're going to shove you off that cliff. And you're going to have to make your wings on the way down. Because there is the key. You have the key to the solution of your problem. You just have to find the door that it belongs to. 22. There it is again. Ready or not. So, no, sorry, it's the 7 of Swords. But we've got 7s. Plenty of 7s. So, somebody's up to no good. And they haven't been found out yet. But they're definitely at it. They've done it before. They've got away with it before. So they're going to do it again. And you are seeing it. Somebody who takes credit for your work. Somebody who takes advantage of you. And you're blind to it. So, somebody keeping something to themselves, whether it's health issues, money problems, whatever it is. Somebody trying to get away with something while your attention is elsewhere. So we've got some really good major arcanas there that outweigh that. The 22, the 4 and 31, the 3 and 30, the 11, the 8, 26, oh, damn it. See that? This. It's the violence, isn't it? It's the person, well, somebody said, I can't remember which one of you said they liked it. It's that person that stirs the pot, the shit pot. And the person that does that needs to learn to lick the spoon, because this is horrendous. This is the person, possibly, because that could be a child that's causing this. Or it could be your inner child, or that someone else's inner child. The ego. It's not big-headedness. It's them having a tantrum. They want it their way. And they were quite prepared to cut the nose off to spite the face and hurt people along the way, as long as they get what they want. What they don't realise is they will lose as well. There's no winners in this game. And there'll be blood on their hands. It'll be their fault. Everyone's going to regret this. 5 weeks. So don't be causing trouble. Walk away from it. Don't get involved. Not your monkeys, not your circus. There is someone from your past. It's a bit cliche, but it could be a love interest from your past, or fond memories of childhood, your mum and dad, stuff like that. Coming up to Christmas, everybody's going to be doing that. But there he is again. So this must be an important person. It could be a man, Capricorn energy, or a Capricorn cusper. So early Capricorn is Sagittarius, late Capricorn is Aquarius. Somebody who had or will have a happy retirement. They're comfortable off. People aren't going to like that. It could also be a man that once was in uniform or is in uniform. He always gets what he sets out to do. He just does. But somewhere along the line, a lot of money was stolen. Definitely stolen. For 10 years, he's been bailing someone else out, helping them. And they're not grateful for it. Yeah. Confusion. Because they're deliberately trying to confuse you. Making out that you've got nothing, that you had nothing, when actually you've got a lot of money there. Yeah, apologies are needed. Again, we've got the person with the scar on the leg, the limp or the amputee. Possibly the military or someone in uniform, somebody of a dark complexion. This is the Virgo energy. There needs to be apologies. It's medical facilities. Virgo cusper is early Virgo is Leo, late Virgo is Libra. It's slow movement forwards, one foot in front of the other. Also connected to honey and the bees, so Manchester again. But there is not one shred of love in this read apart from the confusion and the past. Love has left the building. Oh, yeah. Pisces energy. Victims, martyrs, prisoners. So we've got the lockdown card. I don't like this card anymore. In the upright it's brilliant, but this way around it suggests the lockdowns. We're not doing that. Don't comply. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if I lose followers. Do not comply. Spirit do not want you to comply. Simple as that. You are not here to be prisoners. You're here to enjoy your life. So 9 on the 27, negative energy. This is being chucking yourself into work, all about the money. There is no love here. There's nothing. It's an empty existence, just going every day, doing the same thing. It can also be health issues. So love is the last thing on somebody's mind, apart from fond memories of the past. All that matters is money and health. We've got to rise above that. 9 or 27, Virgo energy. And there we go. It's the Leo energy. The inner child. The Violet Elizabeth card. So the name Violet Elizabeth, William. Demanding. The demanding Leo or Leo cusper. Of any gender. So early Leo is late Cancer. Late Leo is early Virgo. So all fits. But this is someone who demands rather than... it's the one that stirs the ship up, really. It's the one that needs to have a certain standard of living, a certain way of things going. And that could be anywhere in somebody's chart. And if you don't do what they say, there you go. And remember that Leo is in the chart of most of the leaders, the world leaders. So, and we have got government officials and stuff there. So, just a little heads up, I think it is, because the most of the major arcanas are good. And there it is, Mars. So Mars is the Emperor again. So we've got 3, 4, 5, or the 30th, the 31st, and then the beginning of January, something going off. So Mars obviously is war, but I don't think it's conventional war that they're talking about. They've told us before it's psychological war. Very cheery for a Saturday morning, I must admit. Thanks, Spirit. Anyway, father figures are most important. Bosses, government officials. War will not determine who's right. Everyone will regret it, apart from the ones that are causing it. And no one will win. So, March is very important. They've told us that before, haven't we? And Aries energy. The bright and burning one. Mars makes us shove hard in a way that other planets don't. And some might call him the bully. But I'm afraid we're going to have to find our inner bully. Because you can only fight a bully with that energy. Mars is the ruler of sexuality and aggression. It's a lustful planet that drives us and allows us to face difficult situations in life. It's not always a bad thing. It's to follow our passions no matter what stands in the way. It doesn't matter what obstacles they're put in our way. If we didn't have Mars, we could not know how to fight. This card also means to push back in terms of defense. And the trouble is that most of these people with Mars in the chart or Aries, they've probably been told all their life, you can't do that. Don't do that. Dimming your light to fit in. And now is the time to show your mettle. Push back in defense. Don't go on the aggressive. Mars is strong in a chart or reading. You may either face aggressive situations with a need to confront or defend. There we are. Or an intense, rousing sexual encounter which may or may not involve romance. And I suggest this doesn't, because the love has left the building. But it is an overwhelming attraction. This is a time where you will feel not only forced but driven. It's a good time to consider your goals and desires and do not let them fall into the shadows, unfinished business. Right now, action is needed. It is not a time to sit back and wait. So, being stubborn, sitting back, waiting to see what's going to happen. Letting other people do the fighting for you. When this card presents itself, you are being challenged to protect your interests and move ahead quickly on something. It's a type of passion and drive that's linked to spirit and life force. And in ancient British magic, this type of energy was the cunning fire. It enabled men and women to act like gods and goddesses, to create and defend, to build energy, to seek and claim, to force and pursue, and thus to change their fate. Thank you, Spirit. It's right from the beginning. So the Wheel of Fate, well done. Turning up this card infers that a fire has been lit under the passion, and it is time to achieve what you want in life, to stand on your own 2 feet. And it will be successful because you've got the green light from Spirit, that 3 of Pentacles. It's going to take 3 years, I believe. It could be romantic or sexual in nature, or it could involve other types of relationships, but most importantly, goals that should be pursued at this current time as vigorously as possible. It can also indicate a formidable competitor has just arrived on the scene. Other issues to do with this card include the law, yes, the military, yes, we've mentioned both, sports and games, challenges of all kinds, becoming more physically active and involved, but also fiery tempers and actual fires. The question to ask now is, how do you take action? How do you create the momentum you need for your goals and dreams? And that Capricorn man knows, that Capricorn person. Have you been challenged to protect your own interests, and are you being pushed too hard by something or someone? How do you clear your path to get what you want? Are you willing to do battle? Has someone or a situation challenged you to a fight? Yes, they have. This is the challenge of your lifetime. Battles, adversaries, competition, sports events, and rushing to the defence of others. Don't do that, and don't be bailing other people out, because somebody's up to no good and they're deliberately after your money. There we are. Sheridan, 16. We'll be talking about her a lot. And Sheridan, there she is, staring the shit pot. Only she didn't lick the spoon. Taliesin did. And it didn't go well, did it? Because it wasn't meant for him. So we've heard of Sheridan in many forms, in many of the, she's mentioned in every single form of divination. Number 16 is massively important. So Sheridan is known as the shape-shifting underworld goddess. She is said to stir the cauldron, making a herbal magical brews. Legend tells of Gwion, a boy left in charge to stir the cauldron potion. Well, she shouldn't have left a bairn in charge, should she? Who accidentally splashed it. He sucked a few drops off his thumb, and from that potion he was bestowed knowledge, magic, and the goddess's shape-shifting skills. So Sheridan was very angry and she chased him. So why chase him? It's done. What's done is done. They both shape-shifted into many a manner of animals, escaping until eventually Gwion was eaten by Sheridan. But his life force emerged from her with a pregnancy. There we go. So maybe somebody left you, you chased them because she was pregnant, and they don't want to know. Sheridan could not bear to keep it. The baby, sorry. He was a beautiful child, so she bundled him off and sent him up on the waters, where he was later found and adopted. And we know that from that Capricorn card in the other deck is the Watermelon Man, and he was adopted, wasn't he? And he grew up to be the famous Taliesin. On drawing this card, a transformation is likely. If you're not already beginning one, first it is necessary to gather all the correct ingredients and place them in the mixing pot, being careful to ensure everything is in its place at the correct time, which may mean certain astrological points. So that means that we must have Aries in the chart, in the current chart, Taurus perhaps. So Elaine's going to help us out with this one, hopefully. Virgo, Aries, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Leo. All those will be in the chart, and the degrees will probably be the numbers. So 5, 3, 4, 31, 30, 22, 9, 27. All those pieces of the puzzle that Spirit are giving us, but we've just got to join the dots, and I'm not that clever. Some of you are, so I just give you the information so that you can do it. Transformation can be welcome and sometimes not, but one thing remains certain: you will not be the same afterwards, and this is usually a good thing, no matter how you might perceive it at the time. Just as the story on shape-shifting goes, so too is it important to shift, to be adaptable in every situation. What in your life can you apply this to? Where do you need to adapt and adopt a different way of being? Like some maybe think that because they're pregnant they have to be in a relationship. Trust me, you do far better on your own. Look at each situation and decide what qualities you need most to navigate your way through. It's about thinking and doing things differently in order to obtain a different outcome than normal. What magic will you put into your cauldron? Ceridon is also known as the moon goddess, another significant sign of cycles and change. Everything is in a state of flux at the minute. The only constant in life is the change that we're in. A time to roll with the flow. Look at yourself and your life and see what needs to change, needs to move, needs to grow, and let it in. Don't resist it, because that's what the Four of Pentacles is. You're resisting it. If you're trying to keep the wolf from the door, let it in. The thought of something is always worse than the actuality. Something needs to move, something needs to grow, let it in, don't resist. This is a gift of change. What are you ready to create? So you're creating something that will pay off within 3 years if the foundations are strong enough. And it may mean that you have to start a new adventure, a new journey. But we haven't got to be afraid of it, because fear is what whoever this is trying to block your path is wanting to instill in you. As long as you fear, you'll do things their way. If you don't fear, you'll do things your way and go with your gut instinct. So I've seen many people say they were having to leave the job. They're being put in a position where it's health or job, or health or family, whatever. You make the right choice for you, and Spirit is saying, whether you think it or not, things will work out. Don't be selling yourself to the devil for no good reason. Right. So no love in there, I'm afraid. It's all about, more about you and your inner child right now, and getting yourself together. You deciding what's best for you. Chamuel, Archangel Chamuel, the big guns. He works on the pink rays, so wear something pink today if you can. Of love. In comes love, finally. And being blessed with this Archangel card indicates that you are ready to open your heart to unconditional love. Love has no restrictions and accepts all people just as they are. Nor does it judge. True love is so powerful that it dissolves all the hurt, anger and separation. Let love flow from your heart. Touch your loved ones, those you dislike and strangers. This creates a bridge of light which the angels can move along and bring hope and peace to the situation. In return, your life will be blessed and filled with love. My heart is filled with the flame of love. So you don't have to concentrate on love that's coming. This is what you've got to concentrate on, because it's important. Oh, there you go. 7th house of justice and Libra. So see what is in your 7th house. That could be interesting. We've got Scorpio also and Jupiter. So marriages, definitely. Court cases, public enemies, lawsuits, the loins, the marital home, the colon, the prostate, impotence, the colours blue and brown. And Jupiter in Scorpio. Expansion through hidden knowledge, placing strong emphasis on sexual activity. Jupiter in Scorpio nevertheless pushes back the boundaries of esoteric knowledge. So don't be so narrow-minded. Think with an open mind. It's massively important. And I am, because this is a big 8 by the look of it, going to do I Ching. $46 and $52. The tattooed lady, there she is. So 52 is the overall energy. Mountain over mountain, 2 immovable objects, and the name Ken. Be calm. What did I say? Oh, so quiet. We're going back to Bjork again, aren't we? The calmness of the mountain is repeated in the other mountain. The great mass transmits peace and silence. There is time is non-existent. Let us find a quiet and meditative moment. All houses are temporary. Let us observe the present. Maintain oneself in contact with one's interior, to go with your gut, and renew one's strength before you undertake this journey, this new adventure, this fool's journey. And 46. Earth over wind, the push upwards. The wind lifts the earth, the trees fastened by their roots. What do we say? Strong foundation. If it's not a strong foundation, the wind is going to blow those trees over. Support the lash of the wind, and its branches move silhouetted in the sky. Personal merit will propel us towards a higher position, a continuous process towards an end. The effort and enthusiasm favour the ascent. With interior strength and discipline, we climb that long stairway. And we got it last night as well. We've had it past few days, that long stairway. We are walking step by step towards our future. Stay on that path. Don't let people get in your head. Go with your gut. Don't sell your soul to the devil. Thanks for listening. Speak soon.